In our lives, we have people, places, and things. Now, those things cause an action. Now, this could be a real action or a fake action or perceived action. It doesn't matter. All that the body wants to ask is the simple question, am I safe? And if I'm safe by what they're doing, then I go to this wonderful place of positivity where I can explore, I can share, and I can receive judgment. I can listen, I can validate, and I can receive validation. But most importantly, I grow through the vulnerabilities and through the weaknesses in my life. Everybody loves positivity. It's what helps us grow, helps us be who we are. What happens when we feel unsafe? When we feel unsafe, our primary emotions get triggered. Now, these are the emotions deep down inside of us. And because they're deep down, they control a lot of us. And if we're not careful, those emotions take over. And when those emotions take over, they turn on our defense mechanisms. Now, our defense mechanisms are a bunch of negative actions that we've learned over time to protect ourselves. Now, these things are actions like to attack, to become critical, to become defensive, or to isolate ourselves. And if we're not careful, these negative cycles can continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and take over and cause a lot of negative responses in our lives and a lot of negative disconnection, and asking ourselves the question, what the hell is happening? Well, the wonderful question that we need to ask is, how do we stop the negative cycle? In therapy, we're going to focus on one major thing, just to stop and repair. We are going to look at your negative cycle and ask ourselves the question, how can we change it? So the first step in changing our negative cycles is to own that they exist. We need to notice and own our actions. Because if we don't own our actions, then we cannot change them. After we learn to own our actions, we learn to acknowledge the stories and the emotions that came because of that action. Or more importantly, what was the justification that said, I'm allowed to do that action in the first place? After we do that, we're going to discover deeper needs. Now, it's within these deeper needs that we're going to discover who we are. We call them attachment needs. And that's what we're going to help you find, is the core of who you are. The thing that is your essence, that's maybe been lost for a while, or you never knew that it existed. But this has a lot of control over all the things that you do. And by owning, by acknowledging, and discovering, we are going to take back the control from our emotions. And this is important because in our lives, as we go forward through the different things, we're going to have moments where we get triggered. Now, we can let our emotions take over, or we can choose to take back the control. As we learn that we get triggered in life, our emotions are there to guide us and to help us to make these decisions, so that we can ultimately say, no, I'm not going to do the negative actions that I've done in my life. I'm going to do a positive one. I'm going to take back control of my life.